God, I miss throwing boxes on this. How's it going, my fellow Ninjago miners, and welcome to another video. Now, in today's video, I will be reviewing, and let me just pull this up really slowly, the 2019 Ninjago Legacy Zane spinner. Here's the front. It retails for about $10 in the United States, and it contains about 109 pieces, and it's at 70661. Now these ones are actually the new version of the real quick, let me put this down. Is a new version of the spinners. Now I believe that this one might be the closest thing to getting a new this one might be the closest thing to getting a good version of the classic spinners. I will get a comparison there. That's why I have the Energy Zane. Other than the bad ones that we got originally, other than the Spinjitzu Master things. But anyways, enough of me rambling on. Time to open this sucker up. I got an actual knife here. Let me just on the other side. There. Alright, so it opens in the bottom. Not that surprising because it's in the way, it's kind of like an Energy too. Oh wow, this is neat. Here we have the spinner, the bags, and the instructions. Alright, so I think I'm going to keep this box, because why not? Here's the last look at the box, and I shall build it. With this set all build up, you get 3 different stages and 3 different things for the spinners, and these nice little holders, which you get a lot of pieces to do from, where you can jump the spinner from one to the other. Now let's take a look at that minifigure. As for the minifigure of the set, we get the brand new Ninjago Legacy Zane. Now he does include this brand new hood piece, and the face is just a Ninjago movie Zane face, which I will show you throughout this. He has a nice toe printing as well as this nice little robe design, which is really good for the minifigure, as well as this nice strap. This one does actually remind me of the stone armored one with the X, and then you have a nice little dragon. This is kind of like a callback, if you could say it's a callback to every single suit shown off. In my opinion, I think they should have done something that they did with the original spinners and include an exclusive figure, like how in the Energy Zane spinner we get an exclusive one. Some of the spinners were used to collect the actual minifigures that you could get in other sets, but other ones did include some exclusives. As for the hood piece, I think it's a pretty neat addition for this hood. However, I think I would have much appreciated it if they used this nice one right here from the Day of the Departed line. This one does fit in nicely, but this one does fit on nicely, and I do like the look of it. But I think if we do go back with this hood piece, it does have its benefits with it. The only downside is that in stop motions you can't move this hood too much with the movability. With it staying down. They might need to have to do something like this, and that might go up, but it doesn't provide that much mobility when it comes to stop motions. Other than that, how do I rate this figure? I'm going to do a new rating system. I think I'll rate this figure a 8 out of 10. Alright, now on to the spinner itself. Onto the spinner, I can see that they're trying to go for a, kind of like how it went in the show. You have these, as an actual, tornado. The old spinners, it did its job, is what it had to do, but it was wanting to show the minifigure and to do a fighting end style. One of the appeal to the old spinners was the fact that you could fight against other characters by putting them on the spinner or putting them with a weapon. One thing that I also forgot to mention is that the Zane does come with a standard silver katana. The Zane minifigure sits in nicely with these 2 studs, and you spin it like that. Nice and fast. So you have three different modes for your spinner. You have speed, attack, and defense. Now the defense spinner I think is probably one of the most interesting things. But now one thing to note about this one is that these can get very tedious, as the fact that you have to rebuild. That it just shows you have to make these 4 times, and it does wonders to your back if you don't have a good one. One of the downsides that I did notice in the instructions is that these ones, they don't show you to do all 4 instantly. They tell you to do it once you finish up with these ones. I think the hard one for me to do was this one, despite the fact that it does look amazing with these translucent blues and whites. It gets very tedious and you can mess up at times. The arrow blades, these ones were okay. These ones were just the easiest ones to do. So looking at this one, it's just a standard. Anyone can do it. You just take it off and equip it. So this one is speed, used for aerodynamics. So we can just move Zane the other way. Sorry if you can't see him on the camera. Alright, so we just go like this, and I think I gave a good one right there. Okay, so already problems. Crap. Okay, I can't seem to keep him still, but oh, damn it. I'll keep trying until I get it. Oh, there we go. So there's the speed. I think because of the certain table that I have on, it's not going to work properly, but I'll keep going. I'll give it another shot. See, already red flags for the new spinners. I know that I'm probably doing something wrong, but I'll just spin it. I prefer the old-fashioned way. Okay, so that was my attempt at getting the speed one, and already I have some red flags. We'll have a talk about this afterwards, but I'll equip the other add-ons to it. So you get these nice little bases. You get a lot of these ones. One thing that you notice with these new spinners is the fact that there's a lot of duplicated pieces. Good for parts if you don't want to build the add-ons to it, and the spinner can sit willfully in either one of them. So let me grab the attack, because it's the coolest one, using a callback to the arrow blades and these nice little bluish clips. Now, one thing that I do like about these new spinners is the fact that at the end of the instructions, if once I'm done clipping them on, is that they do show you how to clip them. If I can just real quick, let me look through here. Any arrow blades. Yep. Sorry about that. So look, it also shows you the exact way to clip these ones on, so you know how to do it. So these ones, you clip them on and you turn them down. So I can see that this one does provide a lot of weight to this spinner. And that it's tipping to the front, so we just spin it. That one gave it a nice spin. That one was a nice one. Let me try that again with my... Okay, you know what? We're gonna go back here. There's a nice spin. So, that's attack. It doesn't really do anything because it's an enclosed spinner and there's no possible way to get the normal playability as the classic ones. Just put them back on. And now we're going to go on to defense. Now defense was the heaviest one to do, and this one includes 2 clips. I still can't believe there was only Zane, because I would have gotten a different character, but I mean, these ones are pretty cool. And I know it went against what I said. If you did watch the haul video, I did say that I wanted to get the legacy sets first, and then slowly get up the small amounts of money to get these ones. But now we have defense, and this one provides extra weight to the character of your choice, and there it is. Give it another spin. Crap. So Zane does like to move back a little bit for me. Sorry, Rolly. Alright, so that was the defense. And you will notice that in the reviews, I will go through I got myself. Sorry. What the hell was that noise? Fuck. Now, one thing that you'll notice in the reviews of these spinners, I will go through all of them, but I will go through the detail of each one as well. I did show you that these ones have this nice little intricate ice detail. The arrow blades are a nice one, which come. Now, I did forget to tell you about the arrow blades. They do come with these. I think these ones are exclusive to this set alone. You get 4 of them. These little dish pieces with the new Zane logo, and yeah. So I didn't show you the spinner too well. I kind of wish that they didn't give you a white one. They gave you like a translucent blue on this kind of color, because if it got the energy J, it wouldn't look right. So this white one's okay. This one does have a nice look to the Spinjitzu kind of style, and I think you can spin it on its own. And I think the best way to do these is just to do it with the minifigure alone. Now, if I call back to the original classic spinners, the way that you do it is that you end up having to spin it from the top, which can be very tedious with certain add-ons. But the other one, this one is the good one, where you could just spin it like that. Now, if you put your minifigure in a certain way, it would spin like nice and smooth. And since it was open, it would lead to more playability, thus leading to spinner battles, which was shown in the old commercials. These ones, the defense, the attack, and the speed are just pointless. They're just pointless, and there's no real reason. And the only reason why they give you a weapon, I don't even know why they give you a weapon, because it's just useless. Again, useless. You don't need a weapon. You don't really need a weapon. I mean, I guess you could try to do something like this. I think it's from the box. I think you could do something like this, but it would just be useless. It wouldn't do anything. Other than that, I do like the design of the spinner, and I would have really liked to see the old kind of spinner go back. And another good thing about the old spinners is that they gave you these nice little collectible cards. They were different in every single one. I'll just scan through ones, and every time in I believe in all of them, you get one of these golden kind of reflective cards, and then the character card, and then 3 random different use cards. But this one, it doesn't give you that. You just get the booster packs, pretty much. This is just a spinner with 1 weapon with extra booster packs. Other than that, let's move on to the final verdict. The minifigure selection, I think it's a decent one, because if you don't have all the money to get all the legacy sets, then you might not get your hands on all the figures. So this is a nice way to get your hands on pretty much all of the spinners. Sorry, I was looking at the box. It's a good way to get all the figures nice and cheap, but other than that, I think anyone could replicate these if they just looked at the instructions good enough or saw someone else do it, because anyways, they don't even need to look alike, you just need to have some proper pieces. I can make this one red if I wanted to. So yeah, I think I'd rate this set if I wanted to rate this set, I'd give it a 6 out of 10, and I'd give it a 60% or an F average, and the school system kind of grade. That's how I'm going to grade these for the school system. So yeah, this set gets a 60%, which is an F, and I don't really appreciate it. I mean, the retail price, I think it should have been $7, like $5 or $7. Either one of those would be great price points, which would lead to more kids wanting to collect the rest of them. Like, I could have gotten Kai, J, Cole, and Zane for like a good $20 plus tax. And then with Garmadon, with a Lloyd and Garmadon, and the Nia and Wu, those ones could actually be the normal retail price of $10. Because that would lead to, like, if a kid had, like, I don't know, $62 on him, he could collect all of these and have some fun with his friends. But the $10 price point, which if you wanted to get all of them, that would lead to about $80. So if they would have priced these a little better, people could be saving a reasonable amount of money. Let's go back on the $5 price point. This is a little bit of a rant. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, crap. I think I did that one wrong. Okay. Oh, crap. No, that's $40. Whoops. Yeah, that would be a nice $40 instead. So, yeah, they'd be saving a pretty good amount of money. and that would lead to them having extra money to buy the other legacy sets. Now, I do want to buy most of the legacy sets because I have some of the old classic ones and compare the models. But for the spinners, I guess, yeah, again, a 60% you get an F in my book. I'm sorry, but good minifigures, good spinner design, but playability-wise, it just doesn't work for me. Anyways, if you guys want to see more of these reviews and you kind of liked what I did with this little take, then please, I would appreciate a like. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you like what you saw and wanted to see more of this, you can subscribe. But if you don't, keep watching my other content. If you like the other kind of content, then subscribe because I will keep on doing that. Anyways, I will see ya in the next video.